It is being recorded. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. All right, let me get started here on just a brief moment.
I just want to, I'm not divulging any secrets, but Kacey is also a client of the SBDC. So it doesn't matter the size, the scope, or the focus of your business. We can help in any way, help your business. There's a lot of instances where you as business owners are passionate about the product or service that you provide, and you need someone like the SBDC and Eric and I to help you with the work that has to be done behind the scenes to make you successful. So, we have a great relationship with Kacey. I think this is probably the second time that she's done this for us. And there's a good synergy here that she's a referral partner as well as a client of the SBDC. And that's, and also to help her introduce herself to other clients and network in that way to help each other grow your businesses. And that's one of the reasons the SBDC is here for you guys.
And I can't say enough about Gino and his business coaching as well. He is a wonderful numbers guru. And so if you want somebody to help you with your financials and get everything in order and, your budgeting and planning and that sort of thing, you really should meet with Gino or one of the other coaches there at the SBDC.
Thank you.
All right, let's get started. Let's talk about the very first thing that you need as a business, a website.
I don't see your
screen.
Can you
see it?
Not yet.
All right, hold on. I thought I shared it. Let me try again. Hold on. It doesn't want to cooperate.
Technical issues.
More technical issues. Hold on. Share screen. Share screen.
There we go. All right.
Can we see?
All right. All right, now we're in business.
Except now I can't. There's something blocking my. Hold on. I had my slideshow open. Now I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Let's go back. Okay. Websites. Number one thing that you need as a business. I've had some meetings with some brand new business owners, and they were like, I don't even know if I need a website. I have a Facebook page. Well, here we're going to go over the reasons why you need a Facebook page for sure. The first thing is, what is the first thing people do when somebody tells them about your business? They'll say, oh, let's say Cincy Marketing Maven. They'll go into Google and they'll type in Cincy Marketing Maven. And you want to make sure that you have a website that shows up. Your web page is your number one marketing tool for your business. It contains all your contact information. It also will serve as your sales funnel. And we're going to go over that as well. All of your marketing campaigns should be directing traffic back to your website where you will gather information about these potential customers for sales folks or yourself to follow up with later on, as well as for future marketing efforts, like via email marketing. Also, your website helps potential customers find you through search engine optimization. You may have heard SEO, search engine optimization. We're going to go over that in quite a bit of detail here in a minute. Basically, search engine optimization involves the keywords people type in to the search engines for your website to come up. So if someone's looking for piano lessons in Cincinnati, they would type piano lessons in Cincinnati into the search engine. They're not necessarily going to type in the Music Salon Cincinnati, which is a name of a company that offers music lessons. They might not know what companies offer music lessons. So they're just going to type the general terms in. So making sure that you have a website with these keywords in the proper places on it will help draw customers to you that don't know about you. So a website is a key way to have people find out about you that don't know about you. Okay. Also, if you're going to do Google Ads, which we will also talk about later on in this presentation, you have to have a website to even do Google Ads. That they require that as somewhere that you have people click to. So you have to have that set up first. All right. So let's say that you just started your business and you have a URL that you want in your head, but you don't know if somebody already has that URL purchased, right? So your first step into getting a website set up is to purchase that website address. Well, here's how you find out. The easiest way, there are other ways to do it, but here's what I suggest. GoDaddy.com. It's kind of a one-stop shop for website setup and this type of thing. So you just go, their landing page, their home page has this on it. See where it says type the domain you want? You just type that in there. If I wanted to say like cincymarketingmaven.com, type that in there and click search domain. It'll tell you if someone's already bought that domain or not, or it'll tell you if it's available. So now we're going to go on to the next. So I typed the example pool.com. I was trying to figure something out here. Well, it says that domain's taken. See here, it says that domain taken. Now it says here, we might be able to get it for you. And that you don't want to bother with that. You don't want to try to buy it from someone else. Some of them you'll see they're listed for $34,000 to try to buy it from someone who already bought it. Don't bother with them. All right. Then you'll see over here, it'll suggest some alternative websites here. Don't do that either. It'll have .net, .co. These are some of the common ones you'll see. .biz. Don't do that either. My professional opinion, I've been in marketing now for 17 years. Don't do that. And the reason for that is because the first thing everybody will type is .com for a business every single time. So you want your URL to be .com. So let's say if it's cincymarketingmaven.com, just think of something similar to that. You know what I mean? Just you can type in a bunch of different rearrangements of whatever you're thinking in your head until you find something that is available. Okay. So you purchase your URL. Then you have to pay somebody to host it. So the first step is buying it, saying it's mine. Then the second step is, okay, now I'm going to have somebody host it on the internet for me live. Okay. So here, 1 year on GoDaddy, $45 for the domain, $215 for website hosting. And then you can also get your email address. A lot of the small businesses I talk to have Gmail as their company email, which, as you know, isn't as professional as, say, your url.com as your email address. So if you do something like through GoDaddy, you can also have Microsoft 365 Outlook, where you also have your URL as your email address. And that's not very expensive either. You see that here. Okay, so let's say that you go through GoDaddy and purchase all the URL, the email, the hosting. Next is, all right, we're going to build our website. We're going to actually put our text in, put our images in, all of that, so that it can be actually live on the internet. There's a bunch of places you can do that. A lot of people get intimidated, like, oh, I have to hire some fancy website developer and all that. No, you do not. You do not have to do that for a basic website. Like I said, GoDaddy has website builder, which is included in the purchase of your URL. You can just start. It's like drag and drop. You can turn a page off. Let's say you don't want to have a blog on your website, turn your blog page off. Now, if you want an e-commerce site, you're going to pay a little bit more to have that shopping cart feature and button. But the basic website builder doesn't have that included. There are other, besides GoDaddy, there are other platforms that are kind of drag and drop as well. Squarespace, WordPress, Wix. You might have heard of any of these. These are all easy to do yourself as well. They just have kind of like a block moving, add a block, take a block out, change the font color, change the background color. Easy to do yourself kind of websites. Here's mine. I'm sharing. I have a GoDaddy website. I have the website builder that was included in my purchase. Now, I'm not saying it's the best. I definitely intend on changing it and updating it. But for now, it suits my purposes. I'm never claiming I'm a website guru necessarily. I can help people do fancier things on their website. But if you want something simple, here you go. And it looks like this on here: the add a page, review page, FAQ page, contact us page, all of that. And like I said, you can just import your images, import your logo, publish. There you go. Next, what is SEO and why it's important? I already touched on this a little bit. Okay. It's important, if you're creating a website, to think about this when you're writing the text for your website. Because when you put your website live, all the search engines, including Google, they are searching the code in the background for these keywords, these search engine optimization keywords, so that they know whether they should bring up your website as a search result or not. And also, I want to say that each website page is indexed separately. So your blog page, each blog is its own separate result, right? Your contact us page is a separate result. Your home page is a separate result. Now they're all connected, but each page needs to be optimized separately. And think of the text for each page as a different opportunity to come up in front of customers. Like if someone does a search, maybe only this blog will show up, right? Because you optimize that blog about this particular topic, and that's all that showed up from your website. Okay. So like I said, when you're doing the text for your website, keep this in mind about the keywords. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more here in a second. Where you put them on the page is just as important as what the words are. And I'm going to go into all this in more detail in a second. So there are places like H1 tags, which are like headlines, subheadlines. When you are in the website builder, when you're putting the text in, you can kind of highlight an area and click a style button and select H1, and that'll make it an H1 tag, which makes it a header tag, which is something that if a word is in that is tagged as a H1 header tag, Google's going to pay attention to it more. Okay. Same thing as if you name your sub page, the URL with like the words in it. So let's say that I'm selling pool cleaning tools. And so my page is pool.com/pool-cleaning-tools. That's the URL for that page. And then I list all my pool cleaning tools on it. That's going to be a great search result because it's in the actual page address URL. The keywords are in the address. Okay. So like I said, where you put these keywords, very important for showing up high in search engine results. Okay. Now, how do you find out what keywords you should use? All right, here's what we're going to talk about now. The Google Keyword Planner. All right. Now, how do you access the Google Keyword Planner? Well, first off, you have to have a Google, I always say sign up for a Google business, like business email. So like I could do Cincy Marketing Maven at gmail.com. You know what I mean? So not your personal Gmail, but an email Gmail, that's your business. And you don't really have to send anybody to it or anything, but you're going to need it for a bunch of the things I'm going to talk about related to Google. And one of them is being able to access the Google Keyword Planner. So you're going to log in to Google with that Gmail that you're going to create. And you're going to go under, you can just type in Google, like Google Keyword Planner, and it'll pop up and you can click it. But so you can type in up here, right here in this box, discover keywords. There'll be a little box before this that says discover keywords. Click that, it'll take you here. I typed in in-ground pool. When I did that, Google generated a whole list, and the page just went on and on. This is just a screen grab of the beginning of the page. Google gave me ideas for keywords when I typed that in. Oh, you typed this in, what about these? Okay. And so there might be a lot of these you didn't even think about in regards to your business that are related to what you do. Okay. And what it's going to tell you is, if you look in this category here, this column, it says average monthly searches. So it tells you right here how many people search for that on that keyword on Google in a month. 10,000 to 100,000 people searched for in-ground pool. And then down here, small in-ground pools, 10,000 to 100,000. So these are some keywords you might want to incorporate into in your webpage if you're selling in-ground pool systems. You know, this is an example. Okay. So when you're talking about SEO keywords and which ones you should choose to put in the text when you're writing your website content, this is what you need to pay attention to, is this column here and this column here. Okay. Next. So where on the web pages should you put these keywords once you've narrowed it down to which ones you want to use for your business website? Okay. This is just strictly for on-page SEO. So like I was saying before, H1 tags, this is it right here. An H1 tag, an H2 tag, which is like a subheader. This is a key one that people don't think about. Image, alt tags, and image file names. A lot of times people will upload images to their website and it'll say IMG _ 1234. You know, whatever the name of the image was when it came off of their phone or whatever. That's literally, they don't change the name of it. They'll just upload it as the random number that it is to their website. They're missing an opportunity here. And the reason is that image file name is also crawled by the Google algorithm and being in the other websites. So if you named this image here, you know, let's say that this was in regards to marketing, and I'm like, marketing, email marketing success rates Cincinnati, or you know what I mean, something related to my business, like it would be, I want to put that as the file name on that page so that it relates to me and brings my page up for that topic. It's another keyword placement on your page. Same thing when image alt text. A lot of people on the back end of their website will just leave that blank. So when you upload an image into the back end of your website, there's a spot that says image alt text, like just a little text box. If you type in the keywords here, kind of the same words you would put as the image file name usually, and put that there, that doubles as another opportunity for, oh, it sees the same keyword twice on that page. You know what I mean? So don't leave that blank when you're uploading images, because it's just another chance to get an SEO keyword on your page. All right. Also here, so you want to like have, oops, sorry. You want to have these keywords like in the first paragraph, and things like that. And I already talked about in the URL. Here is just, oh, see here, URL, title tag. So in meta description, a meta description is this little sentence that shows up in the listing underneath your URL. When you are setting up a page, creating a page, it gives you a box for a meta description. You want to make sure you do that. Don't leave that blank when you're creating a page on your website. You want to put a description of what that page is about and make sure that you include those SEO keywords relating to the page in that meta description. All right. Next, what is a Google business profile and why do you need one? Okay, so you've probably seen Google business profiles. If you do a search for like a restaurant or something, or I don't know, like a dry cleaner, and say like dry cleaners near me, restaurant near me, you're going to see a map that pops up in Google search results. All of the links that are attached to all the places on the map are actually business profiles. They're not websites. They're the Google business profiles. And here's why having a Google business profile is very, very important for businesses. Well, first, it's not first on my list here, but the first off is it's a free thing. So why not do it if it's free? Number two is that Google is still the top search engine across the world. And anything that is a Google owned entity, property, they're going to obviously place it high in search results, right? Because it's owned by Google. So most of the time, especially for small businesses who haven't had a lot of time to invest in money, to invest in their website development type things, and marketing tactics, their Google business profile will actually show up higher ranked than their website. And that's strictly because it's a Google property. And you can link to your website from your Google business profile. So making sure you have this is going to, pop you up in front of potential customers before your website will a lot of times. All right. I already talked about the map listings. I already talked about the website. Okay. Next. It contains information such as business hours. A lot of people look online to see are they open right now? What time do they close? They'll look at the Google business profile for that before they head out the door. Let's see what else. Also, Google My Business pages, or Google, they used to be called Google My Business. Google business profiles can be treated as another social media page, actually. So you could post updates to these. You can post images, company updates, things like that. And the more activity that Google sees on these things, the higher it's going to rank it versus your competitors. And that also comes down to this Google reviews thing. I'm sure you guys have seen that. And this is a big thing. So Google, the more 5-star reviews you have on your Google business page, the higher you're going to rank above competitors. Also, the more reviews you have, even if they're not all 5-star reviews, the higher you're going to rank. If you have more reviews, but some of them aren't 5-star, you're still going to rank higher than someone who has less reviews, but are all 5-star. It's about activity. So it's really important, if you have one of these pages, to ask your clients to leave reviews. You can do emails saying, hey, thank you for your business. Would you mind sending us a review? And there is a link you can get from the dashboard you can send that will take them directly to the reviews page. So they don't have to click around and try to find it. It makes it really easy for them to leave a review. You can maybe say you get a coupon for something, so $5 off or whatever it is, some kind of promotion if they leave a review, to encourage them to do so. Let's see. Oh, and many people go and look at reviews before they go to a new place. So, and it's very encouraging when they read positive reviews. So it's very important to have that part of your Google business profile populated. Other things that are beneficial about having a Google business profile. People can click call now directly from your profile and call you from it, especially, if it's on their mobile phone. Call now, they have a quick question they want to ask you. Hey, do you have such and such item? They don't have to go to your website. They can call you directly from your Google business profile. Same thing as they want to go to the restaurant now. You can click directions and it'll open up Google Maps and take you there. Like, take them there. So they don't have to try to, it's connected to Google Maps, and it makes it really easy for them to find you. You can also get direct messages through there where people can ask questions. And also, if you do, like, I don't know, if let's say you do massages or something to that effect, you can have it set so they can book appointments directly through your Google business profile. So it offers a lot of very cool functionality that is beneficial to small businesses. Let's see here. I just all of that already. Oh, here's what your dashboard looks like. Which they recently redid this, not that recently, but it didn't used to look like this at all. But if you get into your Google Business dashboard, you click here, you can see the performance. Oops, sorry. On various things. Like down here, I had website clicks. This client had 297 clicks from their Google business profile to their website from April to September. And they had direct calls to their business, 327 calls from April to September. So it kind of cuts out the middle section there, call. But anyway, you see here where you can read your messages, read your reviews. Also about the reviews, something I didn't mention is you want to respond to all reviews, good and bad. That comes back to the activity thing. The more interaction you have on there, the more activity you show, the higher Google will rank you against your competitors. Okay, how do I set up a Google business profile? Let's do that real quick. All right, so like I said earlier, you created your Gmail for your business. So you go to this, once you're logged in to Google, you'll see this set of dots up here in the right-hand corner. You click that. And then you see this little business icon down here. You click that. Then you'll click add a single business. And then here's what you just start inputting your information, business name, business category, and then click next and just continue filling out all the information. Now, I will say that you have to have a snail mail address to set up a Google business profile. And I know a lot of small businesses are run out of your home, which is perfectly fine. But a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to put my personal address as my business address on the internet, which I completely get. And you don't have to. Okay. So there is, when you're going through this, there is the option to say, click this box, do not make visible on the internet. But you do have to have, you can't do a PO box. Okay. They do not allow PO boxes for this. It has to be a physical address that's not a PO box that you input for them to, they will send you a postcard in the snail mail that has like a numbered code on it, that once you receive that, you will log back in to this account, go through and click the same stuff. And once you get to the area of the business profile that it's waiting on to verify, you'll enter that code and click verify, and then you'll get verified. And then it'll make it live and on the internet and all that kind of stuff. Now, there are other things you can do. So for example, let's say you still don't want to do your home address. There are like Staples has addresses that you can buy, like iPostal One, I think is the name of it, where it's online, where you can literally like, they have a bunch of addresses listed that you can buy and pay. I don't know whether it's monthly or annually or something for, that they give you like Suite E, or you know what I mean, something like that for you. Just look into that. But there are other alternatives to putting your home address. I'm just letting you know that. But you do have to have like an address listed for this. Okay. All right. Organic social media versus social media ads. What are the benefits to each? Yes, I know this is a lot of words. Sorry. Okay. So in the past, when social media first became a thing, the whole goal was, we need to build our following. We need more followers, more followers. That's no longer the goal for businesses or organizations. And the reason for that is that the social media platforms have just changed their algorithm so much to not focus on content posted by businesses and organizations. Like, they're kind of punishing them. It does not benefit them whatsoever to do organic posts in regards to trying to build a following. Okay. They focus more on group content that's posted, like Facebook groups or friends and family, things like that. But I have here, should you even bother then with organic social media content? Yes. And here's why. Okay. For a lot of people still, their first investigation of a company, instead of going to Google, they go to Facebook. They'll go to Facebook and type a company name and see if you have a presence. So if you're not there, then they start having a question in their head, like, how valid is this company? You know what I mean? So yes, you should have a page. And yes, you should put content on that page. Now, do you need to put content up 7 days a week? No. But you should put content up on a regular basis, maybe once a week. Something like and we'll talk here in a minute about what types of content you should be doing. Here, well, I'll tell right here. I'll give an example. So it's also, besides that, it's a valid place for people who know about you already to look for information about what's going on with you. So like this, a local summer ice cream shop who updates their social media with their Dole ice cream flavors of the week, or when they're running a fundraiser for a local school, or when they're having a special on their miniature golf one night. So, you know what I mean? You're doing something, you want to tell people who know about you about that something. What better place in social media, right? So it does have its place. That's not advertising, to just put out, here's what's going on with us. Okay. Regular customers will check your social media to see what's happening with you. The problem with
Kacey,
organic, what?
we got about 20 minutes left. I just want to see if anybody has any questions to this point. I know
Sure.
that we started a little bit late. We can go later, but if anybody has questions, you can put them in the chat or unmute yourself. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So I was going to say, organic content, the thing about organic content is that it only reaches the total number of people that are currently following you. Except for, I encourage everyone to always put a hashtag in the organic content. Like here, look, all these hashtags that are related to what I do. This is one of my organic contents. And if people are searching for that topic, they can type in a hashtag in like the search bar of the platform and find anything related to that topic. So hashtags do help your content be found by people who don't know you. But typically, your organic content that's not paid is only going to be found and seen by the people that already follow you. Okay, on to social media advertising.
We do have a quick question, Kacey. There's someone in the chat asked, is there any way to get a website for free? Without a monthly subscription or annual subscription or
You
anything?
have to pay, well, not if you want a URL that is your own company URL. So like you could do a Wix website that is 8594321694.wix.com. You know what I mean? You can create a website that's a series of numbers and letters .wix.com. But you're not going to be able to have it be your company name unless you buy the URL and have your URL hosted.
I have a question towards that.
Mhm.
So I have my own URL. I have a website, but then someone reached out to me and said if I paid them $800, I could own my website. I don't have to pay any annual renewal of some sort. And that didn't make sense to me because I'm like, well, how can you do that?
Don't do
But I
that.
can't do that, and I already own my URL.
It's a
Why don't I
scammer.
own it? Okay.
It's a scammer. They're trying to get you to give them like the copyright to your website so that they can turn around and try to extort you for more money later. It happens a lot. Like I said earlier, like the $32,000 they want you to pay, that happens a lot. Where they will hold your URL hostage and try to get you to pay more money for it. Do not do that.
Okay, so just stay with
There's a-
GoDaddy and do everything with GoDaddy if that's who I've been
Because
working with.
it's super affordable, I think. Yeah, I would. That would be my
So
recommendation.
there's a couple
Any more
other questions. When it comes to mailboxes, like, yeah, a couple other questions.
Okay.
UPS has number. Is that okay? Does UPS offer that same
I don't
option?
know. There's a bunch of them. I haven't looked specifically into all the options. I know there are a bunch of them. It could be.
I think I've seen UPS the UPS store that they do have actual numbers, like you were saying.
Yeah, that probably. I would guesstimate they probably do. I know there's a lot of them that do.
And
Yeah.
one more question is Google website. How much is it monthly for a Google website? Is that
You mean Google website?
yeah? We've got a question. How much is a Google website monthly? Is that even is that too general?
Are you talking
Too
about
broad of a
Google
question?
Business? A Google Business profile or
It's Edelin. If you want to jump on the conversation, you can maybe express your question a little bit more clearly. Might be too general a question.
Yes, you were saying about the Google Keyword Planner. If I do that, or I can use the Google for my website, how much is going to be?
oh, it's free. That's free.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
No, Google wants you using their tools. They want your data, to be honest. But they have a lot of tools. So, any other questions? I'm gonna go into Google, not Google, social media ads next.
Okay. So just for FYI, we've got about 12 minutes left on the scheduled time. We know we started a little bit late, so we're going to be here. We're going
That
to
should
be
be
here.
perfect.
Okay. And we'll just have
Yeah.
2 more minutes left over for questions.
Okay. So a lot of people think overestimate how much it costs to do social media advertising. So, like I mentioned earlier, the platforms have kind of made it a pay to play scenario for businesses and organizations, which of course they did. Facebook and Instagram, they want money, right? Meta. But you can reach like 13,000 people for $60. Like it's super affordable to reach a high number of people that don't already know about you, which is the goal of advertising, to reach new people that are potential new customers. And you can target them very specifically. So geographic location, age range, job title, even interests. So like I just ran a series of Facebook, Instagram ads for someone who runs volleyball tournaments, and they wanted volleyball individual players as well as teams to sign up and pay to participate in these volleyball tournaments. And I was really zooming in on people who were interested in volleyball. You could volleyball coach as a job title, you know what I mean? People who are interested in club sports, things like that. And they got a really good number of teams, and I think they spent $58, I want to say. And I think $58 in 2 weeks and got 28 teams signed up, I'm going to say. So anyway, you can really narrow it down and focus on the people you want to reach for a very low price and reach a high number of people through social media ads. Here's an example of another client that I had. She does these boxes that include a teddy bear. This one was a new mother. So basically like pregnant mothers. There's gonna be their first Mother's Day, and it had like a diaper on the bear and a onesie and a little personalized note here. And we did these ads for like you see here from May 1st through like the 12th. And she got 9,905 impressions. 3,232 people took action of some sort, which could be commenting, sharing, liking, and then 408 clicks through to the purchase page. And we also ran TikTok ads. She reached 14,100 targeted people for $60.53. So you can really reach a lot of people through social media, targeted people for a very affordable price. Here are the different social media platforms. I know there are some others, but these are the main ones that I work with. You have Facebook, which I feel all businesses should have a presence. Instagram, focus should be for business to consumer. X, which is formerly known as Twitter. Tech-related businesses do well there. I wouldn't really focus on it if you're not a tech-related business. LinkedIn is for business to business. Threads is a lot like X. It's like a micro-blogging site. And you can post videos and stuff to that as well. And it's similar. It's owned by Meta. It's new. It's started out with a bang and kind of is going downhill, to be honest. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't recommend anyone focus on that right now. TikTok. I say it's good for business people to promote themselves and their business or with organic video content. It's short form video. There's a couple of new features. One is you can upload images and create videos with images that you have and add music to it and text. So if you don't have a lot of video experience or videos that you have, you can create videos with images. Also, it's becoming more and more of a really great place for business to consumer businesses to advertise, and affordably. Clapper is like a competitor to TikTok. It's short form video as well. It's kind of newer as well, so that's up in the air. Nextdoor, I don't know how many of you are on that platform. It's really great for small businesses that have a local focus. So let's say you're a landscaper, or you are a handyman, or you do roofing repairs, or something to that effect. Because it's focused on neighborhoods. So you would like buy advertising in so many neighborhoods surrounding your zip code. And you can also post, you pay and then you can post business content to the business page as well and have that seen by people locally by you. So I think that's really good. Like I said, which platforms should you have a presence on? It just kind of depends on where your target audience hangs out, where they spend their time, and who you're trying to reach. Also, in order to do Facebook and Instagram advertising, you have to have a Facebook business page. It's required to have that first set up. I recommend beginning any kind of social media advertising on Facebook and Instagram. They started it, so they kind of have things in place for you to reach the most people, the easiest, the cheapest. Please, 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 please do not try to begin your advertising journey with Google Ads. It is very, very difficult to learn, and you can really spend a lot of money quickly if you don't know what you're doing. What types of social media should you be doing? I say video is where it's at. But you can also, so you could do talking to the camera about upcoming events that you're participating in, new products, carousel posts, which are, sliders of multiple images. Long form text posts are kind of a new focus because some of the platforms they're promoting longer text posts. They're putting those above other types of posts. Holidays that are coming up, infographics are always good. Any kind of business anniversaries. And I say always include relevant hashtags in every post and always try to link back to your website in every post. Here's the hashtag thing. I searched for hashtag power industry and it brings up all the posts with that hashtag used. And that was an example of me telling you that your content, organic content, can be found if people are searching for a particular hashtag. Google Ads. Here's how you find those. Same little bubbles here in the corner. Click on Google Ads. Same Google login that you were using before. Here's an example of what a Google ad looks like. We're going to use the Google Keyword Planner again. Only this time, you're going to focus on the average monthly searches again, but you're going to look at competition and you're going to look at the low and high bid prices here because Google Ads work on a bidding system. Okay. You're bidding against competitors on how much they're willing to pay per click. So you kind of want to use keywords in your ads for your ads that have a high search volume but you want low to medium competition. If there's a high competition, it's going to drive up your bidding cost. When you agree to pay like let's say $1.50 per click, if somebody clicks that ad, whether it was an accident or not, you're going to pay $1.50 every time somebody clicks that ad. So that's what I'm saying by you can really eat up any kind of marketing budget that you have by doing Google Ads if you're not sure exactly how to do them. I say make your target ad spend for per click around 25 cents. Make sure you set a strict budget limit. That way, once you've hit your budget limit, your ads stop showing on the internet. And I recommend looking daily and constantly monitoring your Google ad campaigns. Because if one ad set is performing really well, you can dedicate more budget to it. And if another ad set is spending a ton of money, but you're not getting a lot of click-throughs to your website, you might want to even just turn that off. AI, here we go. There's a variety of AI offerings. Some are used for generating text, some are used for generating images, and some can even take images of yourself and make a talking version of you. Here's an example of a couple that do image generation. Crayon, Dolly. So down here, I typed in this. I typed, create an image of construction workers building a residential home where just the framing of the home is finished. Have the construction workers wear blue jeans and yellow hard hats and be facing away from the camera. Have them have tools in their hands. You just basically describe in words what you want to see, all right? And here are the examples it generated for me. So you tell it, and it makes this. And it's really cool. I love it. I use it for blog posts. You know, it's cool to kind of have a big AI generated image for that. That's pretty much what I've been using it for, but it's a new thing, kind of fun to play around with. You can do art too. If you see down here, art, drawing, there's a variety of options you can click to have it generate for you. And Dolly works very similarly. Okay. Chat GPT. I'm sure everyone's probably heard of it by now. Chat GPT. It can take up to 4,096 characters in each prompt. And the prompt is basically what I said here. I said, please reword this. And then I put this in. And then I clicked enter. And then it spit this out at me. So sometimes I'm writing a social media post or a blog post or something, and I really just don't like the paragraph I have. And I'll be like, let's just have AI rewrite it for me and see what it says. And I don't necessarily take everything it says. I might copy a sentence out of here that I like that's better than what I'd written or whatever, but it can really help, you know what I mean, make your things sound better. You can use it for, like I said, blogs, social media posts, emails. Like, let's say you're typing a very important email to someone, a new client or something, and you just don't like what you're saying, pop it in here. Say, reword this for me and see what it says. You might like what it says better, and then you can put that in your email. I mean, it's really awesome, the kind of things that it does. There's another similar software called Claude 2, very similar to Chat GPT. It works the very same way. You put text in, it spits text back out. Dream Booth. This one's really cool. It does a bunch of different things. So you'll upload right here that you can input 3 to 5 image examples of a subject, and they put sunglasses, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 sunglasses images. And they wanted sunglasses in different backgrounds. And so this is what the Dream Booth AI spit back out at them. Sunglasses in front of the Eiffel Tower, worn by a bear, Mount Fuji in the background, on top of snow. So it output different backgrounds. Oh wait, I wasn't done. It can also like add accessories. So let's say you want to have some cute Halloween costumes on your dog. Like, upload a bunch of pictures of your dog in different poses and click it. It'll literally, you can set it to put different costumes on your dog, and you don't really have to put the costumes on your dog. Like, it'll do it for you. So just some examples. You can also like put dog pictures in and say, make artistic renderings, and it'll make like paintings of your dog that you can print out. It does some really, really cool stuff. Okay, Dream Look AI. This is really neat that you can upload pictures of yourself and create an animated AI version of yourself. So basically like a really cool, almost you, AI you. And you can use this then in like animated videos of like you talking, where it looks like you talking, but it's not really you. So this is just a brand new technology that's super cool. Anyway, it's called Dream Look AI. That's all I have. I'm done. I hope that assists you in some way. I am putting together a website that is going to have how-to videos on how to do all this stuff I talked about. It's going to have like a paywall where you pay for a subscription, but you can go in and I'm going to show how to do each of these things in detail, step by step. And it's not ready yet. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I'm going to have all of this because I keep getting asked very similar questions over and over again. And so I thought it would just be easy to have instructions that everybody can access at their own time and just go there and watch the tutorials and, get their marketing going as a small business. And if you want to contact me or connect with me on LinkedIn, I have my LinkedIn name right here and my email and my phone number and my website.
Thanks, Kacey.
I thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us today.
So I've got one more question here. Tamara is asking, when using Chat GPT or any AI tool, is it necessary to let the public know that you're using artificial intelligence? Is there any way the public knows that it was created artificially?
No, but I will tell you this. The laws have not caught up yet with AI technology. And Google and its algorithms have not yet caught up with AI technology. So beware of using it for everything. I would use it selectively on things. To, like I said, here and there to make a sentence sound better or whatever, but I definitely wouldn't use it to generate all the content on your website or something like that, because eventually that's not going to be allowed. Google will take down your website, or somebody's going to get sued over something because it's the exact same content on their website as somebody else's website. And because I already read a case about it where the content, if you use AI generated content, the content is copyrighted to the AI company. It is not copyrighted to you. So you can't copyright that.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about, because in the research world, you have to cite and reference every single thing that you do, or if you use someone else's materials.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, I've used AI before, and it's pulled in numerous folks' material from different places.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you had to cite or tell the public that you're actually using AI to generate material.
Well, here's what I've seen. Okay. You can have the same thing as you have a privacy policy on your website. I have seen where you can have a AI policy on your website stating whether you completely don't use AI or whether, yes, you incorporate AI and do make it known your usage of AI. Now, this isn't, of course, not mandated yet by anyone, but I know that some people have taken it upon themselves to put that up there to kind of CYA type of thing already.
Yeah.
No.
That would be something that I would do.
Huh?
Yeah. I said that would be something that I would do.
Yeah. And I see I'm a marketing person and a writer, and I write a lot of content. So I see myself marketing myself very soon as someone who is, original content, where I'm not using AI at all. I've promised not to use AI at all in anything that I'm doing, because, I'm not, that people are going to be looking for that so they can guarantee that there's not any copyright issues. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Kacey. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us and giving us this important information. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
There's one more question in the chat, and then we'll cut out. One of the participants had a website, and they stopped paying the company that created it. Do they have rights to the URL, or does he? Do you know that answer?
Well, so who purchased the URL?
So if he purchased the actual URL, or if they purchased it for him?
So this Gino, this came up with one of the people in our BNI group, the same question. And in that particular case, the marketing company had purchased the URL on behalf of the client. And when the client wanted to switch to another marketing company, the marketing company that had done the purchasing held the URL hostage and said, you'll have to buy it from us because we hold the rights to that URL. So when I, just FYI, when I do this on behalf of people, I am not the one actually, I get your credit card information. I set up all your email address. Like I'm just facilitating.
A little bit.
I would
Okay.
never, ever, that to me is a total ethics violation to do that. So back to the question, in your specific case, who purchased it?
Yeah, we don't know that. And that might be something that we will follow up with this individual. I think he's one of our clients, so that'll be
Okay.
something that we can talk to. I know that we're over time and we started late, but
Yeah, I apologize for that. I was having
no
issues
worries.
with my camera not working on my computer.
No worries. Just some comments. Honestly, there's a couple of things that I noticed. As a website, if you do your website correctly, you can actually be in the same league with bigger companies. You can have that same kind of presence with seems like very little capital investment. On the other side is you can go down a rabbit hole just in the website or just in one item and get yourself so buried in something that you might not know which end is up after a while. So obviously, as we stated earlier, the importance of having a solid business plan is one thing, but implementing it through marketing, whether it's a website, whether it's email drip, whether it's blogging, whether it's TikTok and all those other things, there's such a vast variety out there that it might be worth your while as a business owner to hire a professional to guide you through this, because not only would you be wasting your money, but your time as well. I mean, each of you who are business owners have a passion for what you're doing. Probably not many of you are interested in going to the back end of the website and look at what the URL is or what the hashtag names are, all that kind of stuff to take away from your business. So, Kacey's information is here. We are going to send a recording of what we presented here, and if it's okay with you, we can put you guys, Kacey and you guys, to touch with each other, at least as a follow-up to this, and see if you guys can help each other out. But otherwise, thank you, Kacey, again for your time. Thank you all the participants for your time as well. Hopefully this was educational, and the SBDC offers a lot of webinars like this, lunch and learns like this over about once a month. So keep an eye out on our website. And again, in the interest of time, please write down Kacey's information if you have any follow-up questions. But otherwise, we will give everybody their afternoon back. And thank you, everyone, for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming today. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you,
And
guys.
if anyone has any questions, you can send me an email anytime.
So is this
text.
is this the last class, or are we or is it going to be something after this?
This is it for
Yes.
this is it for the webinar.
This is it
Okay.
for the webinar. It's not like a series or anything of that nature, but if I will be following up with all the participants with a actual survey as well as this recording. So you'll be getting that directly from me. My name is Myra. I'm the one who actually sent out the reminder. So you'll be getting that information. I would definitely include Kacey's contact information as well as mine if you're interested in being assigned a business advisor if you're not.
I'm definitely interested in being assigned a business advisor. So
All right, great.
Our
So I'm
services
going
are
to
free.
follow up. Our services are free.
okay, cool.
Thank you
Thank
again, everybody.
you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.